This is Gail. Welcome back to my channel. I did it! I finished a project. Woohoo! And this project is the Planner Project, which I took through a course with Mrs. Cog. I will link her channel below. And you will find that if you take a course from Liz, she is very thorough and detailed, great videos, great digitals, and no questions need be asked because she answers them all. So let's get started. The picture on the front is not a Mrs. Cog digital, and in all honesty, I think it's off of Pinterest. I really can't remember, to be honest, but she is adorable. Also, I have done a tassel here. And this part of the tassel I had made a long time ago. I went through and made a whole bunch of them, and I was so proud because the piece in here in the long part of the tassel was a piece of, you know, that styrofoam popcorn that you get in boxing. And I have a friend who's big into recycling, and when she came over, I couldn't wait to show her what productive thing I had done with those styrofoam popcorn. Well, guess what? She just sort of giggled and said, take it in the sink and run some water over it and see what happens. So of course I did, and guess what? It dissolved. Yes, she said they have made the popcorn dissolvable now. Well, alrighty then. So I have some dissolvable popcorn in my beads, but that's okay. I was saving the world, right? Okay, so anyhow, there's that. Lots of little trim, some sari silk, just lovely. And it does come off a bulldog clip here, okay? So let's go inside. Now, inside, you will find over here that there's a lovely Mrs. Cog picture here that you can take in or out, replace if you want to. There are some little postcards that come with the digital kit. In fact, the picture below also is part of the Lavender in the Garden digital kit. And of course, look here, lavender. And up here is a little booklet. Now, I chose not to put any of the pictures from the lavender kit on here because I love this paper. This is called Lavender, and it is made by Prima Marketing. Don't know if it's still available, but made a little booklet here. You can see it's got a place to add a little teensy tag or a note, likewise back here in the back. And then I just added some little papers to take some notes. I tied it in because I thought you would be able to replace it if you used up all the paper. So that goes right up here in this handy dandy area. And now I also kept the dividers that came with the planner initially. Make great things happen. Let's hope that's my 2020. And I also thought that these could be used as writing boards. So I have one at the front, one at the back, and one in the center, because this became quite the chunky monkey. And in fact, Liz, through her course, shows adding a lot more stuff, but I ran out of room and I had to stop somewhere. So Liz adds more lace on the sides and also some cloth trims. Just couldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to close this. Now, here we go. Each month there's a divider, and this lace is actually from a scarf. And cute little bead dangle a bird because it kind of goes with the bird in the picture. And I don't think this picture is actually part of Mrs. Cog's Lavender in the Garden, but she is adorable. Now on the back there's a pocket, and we have breeze, purple, and trees. So you get these little lovely cards to go with. Isn't that a cute little fairy? Then you also get these digitals for some note-taking. So this is my big list, the small list, to-dos, and notes. Now, on a couple of my dividers, I had extra space, so I simply folded it up and made a pocket. And in this pocket, it's so teensy tiny, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a bird. And I had made these a long time ago. Okay, then for February, another adorable picture, a pocket, again with a postcard, cute little beads on a Tim Holtz paper clip. And Liz has buttons on each of the tabs. How adorable. Again, another beautiful picture. This Prima in the Garden, pardon me, the Prima marketing paper, lavender, is just scrumptious. And that is the background paper. Now these papers were already in the planner, but I kept them because you can never have enough paper in a planner, right? Now we're to March. Another cute little dangle. That's an owl. Whoops, let me show you. That's an owl down here. Adorable young lady there. And then this is basically the paper itself. Find yourself and be that. And of course, weekend. Woohoo! Sunshine, pansies, and picnic. Wouldn't we love to have a picnic? Especially here in Michigan, we're getting a storm rolling in tonight. So again, you have my big list, the small list. Now, I did make this cute little paper clip. As you can see, here's the back and the front. Now, Liz has a lot of paper clips in her original planner sticking out of the top with beautiful ribbons and lace hanging. But again, this was already a chunky monkey, and I just couldn't see adding any more to it. Another little pocket, and here we have a little tiny butterfly tag. Some more papers, and this is April with a beautiful lavenderish colored charm. Moments, Ladybug Creek, seeds. All things to think about when you have lavender growing in your garden. And another woman sitting here contemplating life. Some more papers. And here we are at May. And another couple of charms, butterfly, and a pretty amethyst colored charm. Looks like sisters perhaps in the garden. Another postcard. Big list and to-dos. Now here's the divider that I kept in the middle for a writing board. So if you need it, you don't have to go all the way to the beginning or the end to utilize it. This is June. Another little bird and a light lavender charm. Hummingbird scents. Breeze. And here we go. Here is the breeze blowing through her hair. Ah, reminds me of springtime in the garden. Oh, how I wish. And we're off to July. Another lovely little charm that casts sort of a lavender and turquoise color. And a butterfly. Isn't that little girl just precious? And here we have another postcard in a pocket. Now obviously you could put whatever you want in these pockets, but I chose to put the postcards that come along with the DigiKit. More writing papers, notes, and I had some extra pictures, so I just chose to put them in the pockets. You could use them as journaling cards or whatever. just inspiration, if you will. More paper. Now we are to August. Another bird and, oh, a little butterfly. Or is that a dragonfly? I think that's a dragonfly. Up here, we have a little space, a little tuck for wisteria. And purple, and birds, and heliotrope. Another more beautiful papers. Excuse me. Another lovely picture. More notes. Ah, yes, smelling those lovely flowers. And we're into September. And here, I did make this little cameo with sort of a butterfly in the background. Over here, we have really lovely picture. Just love that picture. And the background papers by Prima, just stunning. This tag is actually covered with napkin. Decoupage napkin. We have trees and blooms. And again, notes and another extra picture. More writing. Here we have October. Really vibrant colors in this picture. Another postcard in there. Blossoms, flowers, and I did add this embellishment to jazz it up a little bit. If it didn't have a dangle, then each page got some other sort of embellishment. And again, Mrs. Cog added more lace and more trims, tabs out of cloth. But again, I just felt like it was so thick, I just didn't have the room. Beautiful papers. I love that sparkle in the background. Another lovely picture from Mrs. Cog. To-dos, another extra. Excuse me. 6 weeks with this acute bronchitis. Hopefully I'm on the mend. And here we have November. Just a gorgeous picture. Young man playing music for perhaps his mother. And this beautiful lace again. This is a little butterfly perhaps. And again, more pictures, more postcards, butterflies, inchworm, lilacs, violet starling. More papers. And we are to the end. We are at December. Another postcard. Lovely quote from the paper pack. Live for the moments you can't put in words. Oh, so true. Lovely little dangle and lovely little button. And back to the back, woman with a little bird. How sweet. Another big list. The last extra picture. Extra papers. The last divider. Believe the very best. Oh, great sentiment. And again, this way you can use this in the latter half of the planner to write on, to press on if you need to. Now, I did find a purple pen. Woohoo! I did add one clip here at the back that is lavender or purple. I, excuse me, made a little booklet. And I had these 3D chipboard pieces that I thought looked lovely on top, and I couldn't think of any other place to use them, so there we have it. And this is just some blank coffee or tea dyed paper. Can't remember which. They all sort of look the same. Okay, well, so that is my completed planner. So I have my completed project for the month and on to complete some more if I am lucky. All right. Well, thank you so much for visiting me at my channel. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that you will subscribe and ring that bell if you want to get notifications of my next video. Oh, and this is for Hali. Hali, this is the seal and the wax that comes from Walmart. And they had a couple of other colors and different seals. Believe it or not, the craft section in Walmart is really beginning to grow. It's great. Alrighty. Well, don't forget, also stop by and see Mrs. Cog's online course. She's a great instructor and a very thorough one at that. So, thank you for stopping by. Ciao.